Hey guys, it's your girl Iman, the original, coming to you with another episode of American Dreaming, the Cluttered series, where we're talking about, mental wellness. We're talking about, just clutter, built environment, sustainability. I'm a sustainable designer, and let's just get into it. So, a little while ago, I just wrote something, so I'm going to read it to you guys, and then we'll get into that and how it relates to everything that we're talking about. So also, I was very much so inspired. It was 3 songs. Hear Me Clearly by Pusha T. And he's talking about, if y'all niggas fear me, just say y'all fear me. Because a lot of times fear is projected. But we're going to get into that. And then Break My Soul by Beyonce and They Don't Love You. That DJ Khaled, So it's just it got all the greats on there, okay? Hove, Meek. So it's just okay. So just being inspired by this music and just the experience that I'm in, and this healing process that I'm in, because we get inspiration from everything, and that's why art and culture is so very much so important, and incorporating that in spaces that you live in and in the built environment, that's important too. And anyway, we'll get into that later, but art and culture are very important, and that's why also, I will say this though, that's why a lot of times art and culture are always attacked the most, especially art and culture coming from people who are extremely oppressed. When it comes to us telling our stories and us doing our thing, others would like to control our stories, control what it is that we're speaking, how we're speaking truths to what is going on. And because they're in the wrong, so it's just they want to control the narrative, and that's what it is. So art and culture is very important. And I'm looking at this poster that's in my room by Salman Rushdie. It's a Salman Rushdie quote. It says, "If we are not confident of our freedom, then we are not free." And it's we have to be confident in our art and our creativity and the things that we are creating. And we have to know that we have a right to create what it is that we're creating. We have a right to transmute our energy in the way in which we transmute it, because that's what art is about. It's about telling a story. Art tells stories. Art communicates. That is also in a language. Art is a language which communicates to the viewer what needs to be spoken. And art is so important, especially to people who are oppressed, to us as people who are oppressed, to people that are going through things. Art is so important because it communicates our experience and what we need the world to know, and to also uplift and inspire others who may be going through the same type of oppression. So the power of art, the power of hip hop, the power of the culture. The power of the culture, bro. That's why it's when people try to attack hip hop and stuff like that, it's just no, we're not doing that. We're not attacking the culture that built us up, the culture that keeps us going, the culture that feeds us when we're in our dark spaces. We're not going to attack that. We're not going to tear it down. We're going to keep it moving. But anyway, let's get into what I was talking about. So what I wrote is, when you are on your path, opposing energies in the form of people, places, and things will be sent your way to attempt at breaking your soul. You won't break my soul, Beyonce. Yes, exactly. That's you. When you listen to them lyrics, it's exactly what we be talking about. We're not gonna allow outward powers, outward energies to tear us down. We're not going to allow outward energies to manipulate our mindset. We're not going to allow outward energies to have us operate in fear and constant domination to their oppression and their wickedness. We're not doing that no more. That's out. People, places, and okay. So anyway, when you're on your path, opposing energies in the form of people, places, and things will be sent your way to attempt at breaking your soul. No worries, though. You're equipped for this. It's your destiny to breathe the it's your destiny to break the mold. And if you're reading this, I pray you will continue to push through all of the bullshit. So it's again, what is navigating, what is controlling your thought process? Who's in control of the way that you're thinking? Who is in control of how you're showing up in your life? Who is in control of how you're navigating in the spaces that you're in? Are you in control? Are outward energies, are the intrusive thoughts, the projections of others controlling how you're going to navigate and how you're going to show up to the world? Are past experience, the clutter of past experience, the clutter of oppression, the clutter of poverty, are these things going to navigate how you show up to this world? Or are you going to be navigated by your divine experience? Are you going to be navigated by who you were called to be? Are you going to be navigated by that original factory setting? Are you going to be are you going to be moved to operate in the activation of your fingerprint, meaning operating in your divine purpose of who you were created to be? Are you going to activate your own fingerprint and say, fuck all this other shit that's going on around me? I'm going to activate my fingerprint and I'm going to move how I was created to move. I'm not going to allow people, places, or things to destroy me, to break my soul. I'm not going to allow people, places, and things and experiences to stagnate my growth. I'm not going to allow people, places, and things and experiences to have me paralyzed in a state of fear. I'm not going to allow people, places, and things or projections of outward energies, intrusive thoughts, or anything like that to keep me in a state of just, again, paralysis, of fear, of a state of stagnation where I'm not moving forward, where I'm not breaking through, because the goal is to break through. The goal is to always break through. The goal is to always break through, to break forward, and to push through every circumstance and every situation you've been thrown. But see, when you have a whole bunch of clutter and a whole bunch of shit in your fucking spirit, you can't break through shit. Because you can't even move. Because you got shit all around you. You got shit in your spirit. You got shit outside, So how can you move? So you stay in that same rumination, that same thought over and over and over and over and over. But it's about the transmutation of the experience. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we go through shit. So how do we transmute the energy? And how do we make shit out of nothing, from nothing to something? Something is like some bullshit. So how do we transmute that energy? And I'm in a space right now of healing and navigating these spaces and taking the clutter out of my life, taking the clutter out of my spirit experience, taking the clutter out of who I am and who I've been called to be. And I'm allowing myself to really navigate through my identity and tap back into who I am and who I've been called to be, and allowing myself to flow with the energy of who I've been called to be, and standing firm on that, because I've spent a lot of time just allowing shit to just be piled up and piled up and piled up and piled up and piled up in me, allowing people to literally shit on me and shit like that, and it's just like, no, I can't do that no more. So I'm gonna stand firm, and as I break through, it's a shifting in the paradigm. It's a shifting in my mindset. It's a shifting in my innermost being. It's a shifting, and I'm breaking through. I'm breaking the fucking ceiling. I'm breaking the fucking glass ceiling. It's a glass ceiling because it's so easy to break. Once we understand, nigga, this is just like the fucking Wiz. You turn the fucking curtain back. You pull the curtain back. There's some man behind this shit. Ain't no fucking weird Wizard of Oz, nigga. Yeah. You versus you, always. So when people are projecting energies on you and you have all types of things, and people, you're just getting opposition. Just know that the opposition is there to build up your muscle. That's called resistance. Like when you're doing resistance training in the gym, it's helped to make you stronger. You know what I'm saying? And it's good for us to go through these experiences. It strengthens us because it's like, no, I'm not going to cheat life. I'm not going to cheat life. Cheating life is cheating yourself. It's funny. My sister would say to me when I was younger, oh, if you lying to me, you just lying to you, hurting yourself. And it's like, yeah, you're hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself when you don't go through what it is you're supposed to go through, because what you're supposed to go through allows you to strengthen your inner man. It allows you to give you time to really to cultivate that. How did I get here? And how am I going to get out? Because I got here for a reason. I'm not going to cheat life. And I'm speaking from experience in regards to I've made a lot of decisions in my life where it wasn't best serving for who I am. I've betrayed myself in so many ways because of the clutter of abandonment, the clutter of rejection, the clutter of not this, a clutter of poverty, and all these things, the clutter of all these fear-based projections, the clutter of all these experiences. I've allowed that clutter to really just paralyze me for years. And it's just like, I'm no longer doing that. I have to transmute this energy. And I've gotten to a space where it's just like, okay, dang, how did I get here? Where it's like I'm experiencing the darkest night of my souls, but it's also the most beautiful day of my souls. Because I get to really sit here and think, I got here for this reason. I got here because of this. Oh, it's because of the choices that I made. It's because of the decisions that I made. And now I'm able to rebuild myself up. And I'm able to build myself up on a firm foundation. I'm not going to be no weak bitch. No, I'm not going to be no weak bitch. All right, I've done these things. I've cultivated. This is when we say, oh, we create our own experience. We create our own experience. So we must deal with our consequences of the creation of the experiences that we created. So it's me, okay, dealing with the consequences. So I'm going to really do what I need to do to break through. Because it ain't nothing. Life is about how you perceive it to be. I've gone through shit that would have broken other people because it's about the perception. But it's not even about, oh, what would have broke other people. This is my path. I've made certain decisions and choices, and it led me to here. So now I am saying no more. I'm going to do what I need to do for me. I'm not going to allow the clutter I'm not going to allow the clutter of the projections of other energies to navigate to allow me to navigate through my life in the way in which those projections or intrusive thoughts or wrong thinking would want me to navigate. I'm going to navigate the way in which I'm supposed to navigate as an original being, as a divine being sent here. I'm going to activate my fingerprint, and I'm not going to be paralyzed, and I'm not going to be afraid of my consequences. Yeah. So thank you for listening and tuning in. And I hope that really edified you to the utmost. I hope it did. Because I'm really just here for the people. We need to just be cultivating ourselves and really, really break through these illusions and these facades of we just got to break through. And life is what it is that we will it to be. Remember to follow me on Instagram at Imantheoriginal. 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 And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And thank you for listening and tuning in. Talk to you soon. Bye.